In this chapter, we will study about Introduction to Electric Current and its effects, electric components, heating effect of electric current, magnetic effect of electric current, electromagnets, and electric bulb.
So, now we start the introduction of this lesson.
As we had already learned that electric circuit provides a closed path for the current to flow through it. At times we need simplified representation of the arrangement of electrical components in a loop. This is achieved by representing the electrical components by their conventional symbols.
As we know that electric current को flow होने के लिए एक closed path की जरूरत पड़ती है. So in electric circuit, there are many components are there: wire, switch, battery, and bulb. So इन सारे components को हम इनकी conventional symbols के रूप conventional symbols से भी हम इनको show कर सकते हैं. So representation of electrical components by their conventional symbols. आज आप देख सकते हो डायग्राम में कैसे शो किया गया है. That is the line is showing for the wire. ये वायर आपका शो कर रहा है. That is the switch, that is the battery, and that is the bulb. यानी कि इस तरह की डायग्राम को हम इस तरह के conventional symbols के रूप में easily शो कर सकते हैं. That is very easy for making the diagram. Next.
We know that the flow of charge through a circuit is known as electric current. This current produces certain effects such as heating effects, magnetic effects, etc.
जैसे कि आपको पता है इलेक्ट्रिक करंट क्या होता है? चार्जेस का फ्लो होना. The flow of charges is known as the electric current, and these electric current produce the certain effects such as the heating effect and magnetic effects.
Let us study about various electrical components and the effects of current in this module, electric current and its effects.
So dear students, let us study about the various electrical components. तो इस मॉड्यूल में हम बहुत सारे इलेक्ट्रिक करंट्स के इफेक्ट के बारे में पढ़ेंगे, जैसे कि आपका मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट हो गया, हीटिंग इफेक्ट हो गया.
Let us begin with an animation on electric components and their symbolic representation.
So यहाँ पर एक एनिमेशन हम देखेंगे इलेक्ट्रिक कंपोनेंट्स के बारे में और उनकी सिंबल्स के बारे में समझेंगे.
Let us study about some of the common electrical components used in an electric circuit, such as an electric cell, a battery, an electric bulb, a switch, electric wire, electric cell. It is one of the sources of electrical energy. In an electric circuit, electric cell converts chemical energy into electrical energy. It pumps electrons through electric wires. You must have noticed that in an electric cell, there is a small metal gap on one of its side which indicates its positive terminal, whereas metal disc on the other side indicates its negative terminal. In the symbolic representation of an electric cell, the longer line represents its positive terminal, whereas thicker line, which is also shorter line, represents its negative terminal. Two or more cells, when joined properly, form a battery. In this combination, the positive terminal of one cell is connected to the negative terminal of the other cell. The symbolic representation of a battery is shown. An electric bulb. It is a device which is designed to produce light and heat from electricity. Inside the glass chamber, there is a thin wire of tungsten called filament. The bulb is filled with argon gas. The symbolic representation of electric bulb is shown here. An electric switch. It is a device which is either used to complete or to break the electric circuit. If the switch is in on position, then the current flows through the circuit. Otherwise, in its off position, no current flows through the circuit. The symbolic representation of an electric switch in on and off positions is shown. Electric wire. It connects different electric components in an electric circuit and allows electric current to pass through them. The symbolic representation of electric wires is a single line. Besides these components, there are many other electrical components which we will study in higher classes.
So dear student, I hope so all of you have understood about the conventional symbols of electrical components.
There are two ways of connecting the cells. The cells which have positive and negative terminals on opposite sides are placed one after the other such that the negative terminal of one cell is connected to the positive terminal of the adjacent cell.
So connecting more than two cells, यानी दो cells से ज़्यादा हम अगर cells को connect करते हैं, which have positive and negative terminals opposite sides, तो कैसे connect करेंगे? Then positive terminal and negative terminal. ये एक cell का हो गया. दूसरे cell में हम negative से positive को connect करेंगे, then negative to positive. So cell 1, cell 2 and cell 3. So here cells are placed one after another such that negative terminal of one cell is connected to the positive terminal of the adjacent cell.
The cells which have positive and negative terminals on the same side are placed side by side so that the negative terminal of one cell is connected to the positive terminal of the other cell.
यहाँ पर हमने cells को क्या किया? Side same side में connect करने की कोशिश की है. Then one cell, two cell, three cell. Here is the positive and negative. So negative terminal, negative wire we connect the positive wire, and positive terminal we connect through the wire in negative. Then here cells are placed side by side. यहाँ पर cells को आप side by side place करेंगे, such that negative terminal of one cell is connected to the positive terminal of adjacent cells.
Let's try to analyze our knowledge by answering a question. A battery is represented by three continuous pairs of long and short lines in the cascade. It means there is A. One cell in the battery, B. Three cells in the battery, C. Two cells in the battery, or D. Four cells in the battery.
So here is the one
The
question.
correct option is B. Three cells in the battery.
So here is the one question is there. A battery is represented by three continuous pair. एक battery है जो continue three pair में है. After long and short line in cassette, it means there one cell in the battery, three cell in the battery, two cell in the battery, and four cells in the battery. And is the correct answer is the B number, three cells in the battery. क्यों होगा? Explanation here.
A cell is represented by a combination of a longer line and a shorter, thicker line. Therefore, three such sets represent three cells which combine together to form a battery.
In symbolic form में क्या होता है? Each cell is represented by a pair of longer line. जो हर cell होता है वो एक longer line के pair को represent करता है, which represent the positive terminal followed by shorter and thicker line. जो positive terminal होता है उसको shorter और thicker line से show करते हैं, और जो negative terminal होता है उसको हम electrical cells. Therefore, three pairs represent three cells which combine together to form